Hi everybody, it's Marie Friday and I'm coming at you with a little tip today, and I'd like to talk to you about a hidden treasure in our catalog, our cut and seal, number 1195. And you know, it is a great product that probably doesn't get any center stage billing these days. But when I first started my business, believe it or not, the cut and seal was part of my introduction to my show. As guests arrived, I would have everybody make their own little appetizer. The recipe was one thawed out package of Stouffer's spinach souffle, some grated mozzarella cheese. I had some fresh Parmesan on hand, and everybody would come by, and I'm going to step up so you can see. Everybody would come by and take the dough and pizza roller, and I would have them flatten out their bread. And I would teach the very first person how to do this, and as people came in the door, everybody was responsible for making one or two. I flattened out the bread to get maximum space on there, but also so that you could do this. Cut and seal works with bread that can be folded in half and not cracked. So it's usually your very inexpensive pieces of bread. So everybody would come in, they would do one stainless steel tablespoon scoop of the Stouffer spinach souffle, a little bit of grated mozzarella cheese, and then I would instruct them to fold the bread corner to corner and cut and seal it without catching the crust. So here's the method. Hold down and wiggle back and forth to cut, and that will cut your bread. So your bread is done, and then press to seal, and there you go. A little pocket, an appetizer pocket. We would then brush that pocket with some melted butter that we had crushed some garlic into, and we would brush it on top of the whole stone full of pockets. And then I would come with the rotary grater, and we would do some fresh Parmesan cheese. We would bake that at like 400 degrees for about 15 minutes until the bread started toasting and the souffle would get bubbly inside. So usually 15 to 18 minutes, we would have a tray full of hot appetizers ready to serve. But where I think this comes in the summertime with kids is making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and as a great economical way to use up all of our lunch meat. So at the end of the week, you have a little ham or turkey, chop it up with that. You have a little cheese, chop it up or cut it up. On the inside of your bread, a little bit of Dijon mustard. Put your ham and cheese inside there with, like I said, that mustard, and make some pockets. And with the pockets, then put them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them. At the end of the week, or when friends come over, brush them with a little garlic oil, and you have hot ham and cheese pockets or different kinds of leftover pockets. So it could be taco pockets, ham and cheese pockets, turkey cheddar, beef cheddar, leftover spaghetti sauce with some mozzarella cheese, pizza. Now again, for the summertime, you can buy a whole loaf of bread, make a whole bunch of PB&Js and put them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them. If you send your kids to camp, put 2 or 3 pockets inside their lunch bag. By the time they get to school, they'll be thawed out and ready to go. When you think about being economical and teaching people mealtime solutions, using up leftovers at the end of the week, making an alternative to buying frozen, convenient stuff. And hey, if you're somebody who has a little bit of a sweet tooth, let me remind you that a little bit of apple pie filling inside here is great. Brush the bread with just some butter and sprinkle with cinnamon sugar and make little apple pie pockets. So hope you enjoy this little 101. And again, Cut and Seal's number $11.95. It's a hidden treasure in our book. Sell it alongside the chef's silicone brush and our prep bowls. The baker's roller is important to have with it so that you could flatten out the bread. That's number $14.85. And don't forget our cheese graters to go along with it. And then of course either our baking stone or our new bakeware serveware. You know, it all does add up. So if you're doing any cooking for kids this summer, maybe add that to your repertoire. So make the most of your summertime. Take care. Bye.